Will the Niners cut or trade Javon Kinlaw? And how ugly? I mean, to me, they have gone from Buckner to DJ Jones to Kinlaw. They're going in the wrong direction at that tackle spot. He was terrible in this game. I didn't see him get anything done really the whole last stretch of the year. I'm talking about Kinlaw now. Will they cut him? Will they bring him back? Will they trade him? What do you think?
Yeah, I think Kinlaw's thing was just correlated with the knee. I think it was when he first came back. Was it Washington? Yeah, I think it was Washington late in the year. They had a fourth down goal line stand where he just moved people backwards, and he was a big part of it. He was a big part of the fourth down goal line stand against the Raiders. But then as time went along, and this is exactly what the situation was illustrated to us as, it was like, oh, there's fluid buildup in his knee. They're just going to have to manage it. It's going to be harder and harder. They got to, I think they activated him too early, to be honest. If they wanted his best football,
I agree.
Knowing that it was going to deteriorate, they should have just waited to the playoffs. Because by the time that you saw that game against the Eagles, he was getting moved. And a guy that big shouldn't be getting moved. So what's wrong? Why wasn't he getting moved against Washington earlier on those quarterback sneaks at the goal line? Or I don't know, it was a sneak. I think it was a fourth down conversion. And I think it was because he was fresh. It was because that and if there was only a small window to get that done this year, because of the fluid buildup, they probably mistimed it. Now, that being said, I don't think they pick up his fifth-year option. I think that's a foregone conclusion. They have to decide on that in May. But he's under his rookie deal for one more season. I don't think it hurts the team to keep him here. You don't really save anything if you do cut him. Let him work on it this offseason. I think they like his mentality. I really think he's a victim of a terrible circumstance with the knee. He messed it up really bad against Dallas in 2020 in week 15. And I don't know if it was a misdiagnosis or what, but they didn't go and repair the ACL until mid-season 2021. And he played the first games of 2021. And then they took it down to the ACL specialist, Ella Trache, down in LA. And they're like, wait, this ACL's messed up. So this massive guy is playing on a bad ACL for the first part of a season. That can't be good for you. I just think it was a really, really a terrible perfect storm of events there for Javon Kinlaw. And you have to hope that now that he has more time to recover, he can actually get a full knee recovery because he didn't have that this past year. That's for sure.
I had a couple of Niner people whisper the exact thing to me, Dave, that Kinlaw's got 2-3 games in him. I'm like, well, why not bring him back at the end of the year when you have a 2-3 game playoff window? I agree with you. I think they brought him back a little bit too soon. And by the time they got to the meaningful games of their schedule, he was not able to contribute.
Yeah, you didn't need Javon Kinlaw to beat the Washington Commanders at home.
Or the Raiders.
Yeah, or the Raiders. Exactly.